You overstate to get attention, and that's a legitimate technique.
That's like the fourth insult here. He's overstating to get attention. He's a straight shooter. He tells it like it is. You know, and I do the same thing. He doesn't do it to get attention. He does it because he wants to be honest. You idiot. What, is he on some sort of agenda? No. I mean, Oreilly does the same thing, so now he's being hypocritical. He's saying he overstates, but Oreilly does the same things, and I've seen him do it many times.
I think you understate to get attention.
Well,
that doesn't mean that
if you think I'm understated, that just shows how overstated you are. All right, now,
well, look,
let me ask my question.
You know, don't be nice to Oreilly. Savage is just kind of taking in his stride and chuckling. Just to probably, I don't know, seems to me like maybe he wants to ease the tension, but Oreilly doesn't deserve any of this. You know, it's time to play hardball with his ass. You know, he's talking about fair and balanced. He's totally being hypocritical. He's not being fair and balanced by insulting the man. Wrong, Buzz.
Let me get my last minute. I see it as an attempt to Western Europeanize the United States. The secularists want no judgments made about personal behavior at all. You see it as an imposition of an economic system, Marxism, on the country. See, I don't see that, because most of these people driving this love their big luxury houses, love their luxury cars, and their bank accounts. I don't think they want...
As did the Leninists who had the big dakas in Russia. Remember, there was never really all poor under communism. There was a very, very powerful class of the bureaucrats. They had the houses, they had the chauffeured cars, they had the bodyguards. That's exactly what Leninism brings, and that's where we're going in this country, and that's what worries me. But you talk about Western Europe or Europeanizing the country. Absolutely, you hear it every day. You hear it. Well, that's one of the things that it's about, but part of that is de-emphasizing the power of the church. I think you'd have to agree with me.
I would. I mean, the secularists don't want any... Look, why is Mel Gibson being,
crucified?
Right. Pardon the pun. Because they don't want this movie to be seen by millions of people to regenerate interest in Jesus, who had a very strict moral code. They don't want any moral judgments. They want legalization of drugs, gay marriage. You go down the list, no moral judgments. You want to have two guys making out in front of your 4-year-old, it's okay with them. Guy smoking a joint, blowing a smoke into your little kid's face, okay with them. And I'm not exaggerating here. This is exactly what the secular movement stands for.
Be careful, you're overstating.
I'm not. I've seen both of those things happen.
Yeah, he's not. Now he's not. When he's doing it, he doesn't want to, admit. He doesn't want to admit he's wrong. Well, what about fair and balanced, you idiot? You know, it makes you hypocritical. It's a double whammy.
I have
I've confronted the people who did that.
Yeah.
And I know how they're thinking.
I raised children in San Francisco, Bill. It was not a pretty thing to walk down the street in this city and be sneered at as breeders by the effetes. Now, let me say this. We keep hearing about separation of church and state as though it's a reality, when it's an invention. Why don't we hear about separation of degeneracy in state?
All right, but let me stop.
No, you go into a schoolroom. Wait, you go into a schoolroom. They're teaching kids in the 3rd grade how to put a condom on a cucumber.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd like to talk about that. Why do we hear about pro-religion out?
You do, and you've made a lot of money talking about it. But I want to make one more point.
I have.
We got about 90 seconds.
Yeah, he keeps on interrupting, and it's not an excuse. A time is not an excuse. He goes, "I'll bring him back and have another debate."
I'm a capitalist, by the way.
Why do you want to demonize groups? See, I don't like it when you say the sodomites. I think that diminishes you. See, there are...
No, I think you diminished yourself. I mean, the only good thing I see about this whole entire interview is you've become mildly intellectual. I mean, you haven't really even been yourself, Oreilly. You've been kind of... totally unhospitable towards Savage, and Savage has been more cordial than you. I'm saying he's been like 150% more cordial than him. He hasn't tried to insult his integrity or his views. But you gotta defend yourself. You know, Oreilly tried to draw First Blood, and look at it. What a ignorant person. You just put yourself out there. You lost all credibility.
Good gays and there are bad gays.
Well,
there
I don't even want to talk about gay. It's the most boring topic on the earth.
No, but you use inflammatory words like
boring.
Sodomites. Why?
I don't care. Oh, you've asked me, I'll answer you.
Good.
Okay? I don't care.
That's it. That's respect. If you ask and you can respond. You know?
Care what people do in the privacy of their own homes. I've said that 1,000 times. As long as children are left alone, as long as children are not proselytized, I don't care. It's not my business, hetero or homo or trisexual or bisexual or asexual. It doesn't matter to me. I think sexuality is boring, and I think it's very, very personal. Not an important topic to me.
All right, did you just say sexuality is boring? You've been working too much. All right, Michael Savage, okay. There you go.
All right. Well, I've made my points. Check out my other movies. I'm going to be making a few more today.